what is the fundamentals of Pega, how you can start learning Pega on that, and later part of that we can going to introduce some of the advanced concept of it, which is actually useful to start working on some of the basic thing, like advanced concept of the Pega as well. So that's the course was designed like not just the certification point of view. It's actually like it's going to conclude some of the things of the practical way to do the actual working on real-time experience of the Pega as well. Okay, so can I have like introduced from your end as well?
Yeah, hi, this is Kiran here. Actually, I'm working as an infrastructure side on Pega application itself, and
Okay.
I work for the TCS since last like 8 years,
Mm-hmm.
and currently I'm working as a admin, like system admin for like Pega, and
Okay.
on 7.2.
7.2. Okay.
Yeah, actually we are migrating from 6.3 to 7.2.
Okay. Great.
So I don't have any idea for PR, like smart
Yeah.
yeah.
Precisely. Because 6.2 and 7.2 actually like, it's completely different. Actually, the complete UI and completely it's change in that.
Yeah.
And that environment and the like how the screens looks like in 6 was completely different from Pega 7. The concept is same. Okay, like what is the rule behind that? Like process, flow, reason, all are same. But the look and feel, how you are going to do that, it's changed in Pega 7.
Yeah,
Thanks, Glenn.
yeah. One more thing, and like I know all the things from admin side related to the Pega, and like I need to learn the development. What I don't, I don't know A to Z like what is development in like Pega side. I'm new for Pega. Like if you tell me about the development, I don't know anything. If you tell me about the
Okay.
like migration and the
So,
admin deployment, all those things, so I can do with that. Okay.
oh, so you mainly
Then,
like involved with the server side, like WebSphere, WebLogic,
yeah,
DevOps.
exactly.
Okay, fine.
I,
So, okay, fine. Thanks, Kiran. You will get that one. So, actually, like how we do that, like mainly you are getting the zip file and then you are just deploying that in there, right, as well, right?
yeah, actually developer they're gonna send me ZAR file and hotfixes, so I
Yeah.
will take for 6.3. I will take the ZAR file and I will just deploy it all the things. And
Oh,
whatever they will share me. And for hotfixes, as you know, the Pega mesh, and from there we will take the hotfixes and we can deploy it according to our application support.
mm-hmm.
Uh, and right now I'm working. I'm like from console side, like WebSphere console side. I just config all. I'm looking into all the configuration things. So we are deploying
Okay.
7.2 then. So we already set up a dev environment. Like we
Mm-hmm.
took one node for like dry run, and for dry run procedure we are deploying 6.3. We are all the rules we are setting up through database, and we are doing that thing now. So I want to
Okay.
learn like Pega development side.
Sure. Okay, Kiran. So you will get that one. Thanks a lot, Kiran. Okay.
You're welcome.
Uh, yeah. So can we have Rama or Ramani?
Okay, I'll start. This is Ramakrishna. I have been in IT industry for the last 15 years. I have
Mm-hmm.
worked on various technologies, starting from Bistalk to Salesforce recently. So why I want to learn this Pega? As we are trying to bring Pega into our group. So I
Okay.
have hands-on experience before we bring Pega into our group. So we are currently evaluating the product. I don't know the features and the capabilities which Pega offers, so I want to know more about this so
Hmm.
that I can
Yeah.
provide some training to my team.
Sure, you will get that one. Actually, that you will, the feature and the probability, features, you will get into the demo itself, like how you are going to use that, so that you will get in the later part of that.
Yeah, my basic idea is to evaluate. See, I will be mostly evaluating the products, and then I will just hand it over to the development team, and
Okay,
the
okay.
development team will take over from there. But I still want to learn the development, the admin part of it, how we want to set up Pega, what is the database that is required, what is the hardware that is required. I want to be involved in all the activities and also some development as well.
Sure, Rama. Oh, you will get that. All the things what you are looking for, that will be covered. Okay. Thanks, Rama. Okay, Ramani. Okay. Siddharth, you can start now. We can check with Ramani later.
Hi, this is Siddhant here. I worked as a .NET developer for the last 5 years.
Okay.
And
Okay,
I work in
Siddhant.
Cognizant. Right.
Okay.
So, Cognizant is a partner for Pega. So,
Yes, that's right.
they've asked me to,
Mm-hmm.
learn Pega and, get the certification done. So I thought, I'll give it
Oh,
a try.
okay. Okay. Fine. Because Pega is the one of the like we can say like there are different level of partners like gold, platinum, and just partners. So Pega is the top level partner for this one for Pega. They have actually like different level of partner. I'll just show you in one of the presentation during that. I'll show you what are the different level of participants we have from the Pega as well. Okay.
Right. Thank you.
And see then. Okay. So Ramani, hello, Ramani, are you there?
So can I ask you a question before somebody joins in? Okay.
Sure, Ramani. Yeah.
Yeah. The question is like right now, like one of the participant has said like he's from .NET and he wants to learn Pega. So, but Pega is built on top of Java, right? How
Yeah.
Java experience is required? How much of Java experience is required to learn Pega or to do something in Pega?
Actually, see, you want to learn Pega, you don't know anything. Like if you don't want to know anything Java, that's fine. But you need to know the OOPS concept. To learn Pega is actually like you need to know about the OOPS concept. Like what is inheritance, what is class, what is object, what is polymorphism. Okay. So that concept is required to learn Pega. Actually, like Java side, technical you don't need, but the concept of the object-oriented concept, the OOPS concept is required to learn the Pega. Because that is used in that. Like it was built up on Java, okay, but you don't do anything on technically much of the things. Like most of the time, like Pega wants to avoid as much as possible to do any coding. In Pega, we don't do any coding. Okay, actually all are form based and Java is getting generated from that. Like when you click onto that, like you click something based on that, it is going to generate the Java at the back end.
But
So
still
to learn,
but still we have some, we need to extend some functionality which is not available in Pega. For that we have to write code, right?
That's right. So actually, see, actually like that is actually like is the advanced part of it, right? So initially stage when you want to learn the Pega, right? So that time you don't need to understand like how that is was done, right? So later point of time, like if you see some of the features which is not there, you want to enable that feature. So Pega provide different features on that. Like if you see Pega is vast, right? So in CSA course also we are not going to cover every aspect of it. And see, actually it contains analytics, it contains completely, you can say decision management. It contains a lot of different frameworks. It contains all the domains, like whatever the domains you can name, they have the solution framework for that. Okay, so actually like when we start with the learning of the Pega, there actually see, it's actually contains of many technology, HTML5, CSS3, JavaScript, Ajax, so all are included in that. Okay, you can have SOAP, REST, JMS, MQ, okay, and big data. Everything is included in here. But to start learning that all the things, right? So you don't need to start learning that thing to start learning Pega. So if you have the OOPS concept knowledge, you can start learning the Pega things. So Pega is built up of not just Java, it's actually built up of many technologies within itself.
Yeah, my question is because my group is completely .NET now, so I want to set the expectations, right? Because we are bringing in, we don't want those people like everybody is panicked now. Everybody is thinking that the Pega is built on Java. Are we going from .NET to Java? This is the question that I always hear from my team. So
so that's actually not the worry. Actually, there are many people I trained them. Actually, we are actually on the completely not .NET, like they are from the mainframe background. Actually, myself also, I'm from the mainframe background. Initially, like I worked for 7 years in mainframe, okay, and then I jumped to Pega. I was not actually from the start of the Pega. Actually, like after 7 years, actually I got started learning Pega things. So I started learning from Pega 5, 6, and 7. So last 6 years I worked with different version of the Pega. So when I actually started learning Pega, because I'm from the mainframe background, actually I don't have any UI or no experience on the various things, because in the mainframe it's completely different. So learning of the Pega was one thing is there in that when you want to learn Pega, right? So in Pega, like see, if you understand the concept, the same thing you can do it in 5 to 10 minutes. If you don't know that, it will take hours to do that. So learning Pega is actually like, if you have experience, if you gain experience on Pega, you will know how the things are happening. Okay, so that's so technology wise, you don't know any language, that's also you can able to learn. There are many freshers who learn the Pega who doesn't know any language also, they started learning Pega. Okay, and if you have .NET background, so you have some programming experience in .NET also, there are some OOPS concept is used in that, right? So if they have the OOPS concept clear, they will be actually able to relate the things when we're going to start learning Pega. It's not actually just they want to learn, have to learn Java or JavaScript, HTML5 or CSS3. It's not that. Mainly, if you have to start learning Pega, we have to go with the OOPS concept is the prerequisites for that. Other things, like if you say gradually you moves on, right? If you say like any technology, not just about the Pega. So if it grows on, like if you've done the same thing, so after that you can actually improve on the some other aspect which is Pega is providing. So like say you can create your custom control, custom rules, custom Java, so that you can build on the top of it. Yep.
Yeah, that is good information. Thank you.
Thanks, Rama. So I'm not able to get Ramani. Okay, fine. Okay, I'll check with her later. So let's start with the initial introduction. Okay, let's actually like before learning anything, anything, right? We should know about what is Pega, right? Actually, some of them had some experience already on Pega. Okay, what is Pega? Okay, so it will be good to know for everyone what is the Pega. Okay, so what is Pega, right? Pega is a tool. Okay, it's not actually language or anything. Pega is a tool which is developed in a combination of different technology. Okay, and it provides a lot of features. Actually, like if you see in industry wise, you have business process management, CRM, okay, and BRE. So that's the main feature of the Pega. Okay, Pega you can use as a business process management, customer relationship management, or as a rule engine. Okay, so business process is like any company, like if you say healthcare. Okay, if you have to apply for some job, okay, how you're going to apply for a job? So you need to provide your details. Someone will screen it. Then someone will take the interview for you. Then after the interview, your background verification will be done. After background verification, some more compensation or discussion will be happen on the final compensation. If everything goes well, you will get the final offer and your date of joining will be confirmed with that. So that's actually is a typical example for a interview case. Okay, that is a business process, how you're going to hire a candidate. So that you can able to enable within the Pega. So Pega is actually mainly on the BPM front. We mainly manage the workflows. So any workflows in any organization can be handled with the BPM. Okay. So Pega provide that feature, and they are the number one provider on that across all the products. Next is the CRM. Okay. What is CRM? Customer Relationship Management. So how actually, if you see, many companies have different type of customer, right? So if you say for telephone company, so they have actually postpaid users, prepaid users, right? And they need to maintain them, like how they are going to give them more offers, how they are going to change the plan for that, right? So they actually need to check on that. If you for a bank, right, how you are going to manage employee actually, like who has the account in that bank, right? So they need to maintain their customer, like how much interest is happening, something goes wrong, how they want to do the transfer, how they are going to if there any more opportunities with their customer, like he's going to open some more different type of facilities with them, right? So that all the things actually we can mean the customer relationship management. Sorry. So there is another example will be on the product management, right? See, if you sell a product, right, there will be some warranty for that. So it's something like the service, right? So you need to provide the service till the warranty of that product. So you need to keep maintain the records, right? And whenever something goes wrong, you need to provide the warranty for that, like how you, what is the defect, how you're going to solve it, what is the reason, okay? So different type of service is required for the customer management. And business rule engine, so business rule engine is nothing but it's a black box, right? You want to input something and you want to get the output something, like it will be validated and it will give you the one answers for it. So there will be no manual interaction, okay? There will be no UI, just as a black box. You input something, you will get output something, okay? Sorry. Okay, and like message based processing, you get the message, process it, update it, that's it. You are like, you can send back the message, it's done. Okay, so that the different type of processing we can able to do the BPM, CRM and BRE. Okay, to support that, Pega has different platform. Okay, it can be enabled from the Pega cloud, okay, or on premise. Actually you can install Pega in your as well. And there are different ways we can access Pega, like it is available in mobile, okay, it's available in laptop, or it's available in desktop. Like it's a unified platform, right? You don't need to develop it separate for each one of them. It is just like the same platform you can use as a in website, you can use them in mobile, okay, you can use it in any other devices as well. So you don't need to build it a separate component for mobile or separate component for desktop or laptop, okay? So that's again one of the more feature. And now with the Pega 7.2, they have included the decision management. In earlier version, they included decision management as a separate license product. But now they have included the decision management within the Pega itself to compete with the other competition, which is actually like, say that they said they had the BPM and this feature is there. So to compete with them, they have included the decision management within the Pega itself. So what is decision management? So decision management is the, like if you can see in today's world, actually it's all about the analytics. Okay, what actually your customer did, also how you can retain the customer, how you can increase your revenue from the previous experience. Okay, so how you can going to take the decision based on your previous experience, right? So Pega provide a very good next best action, right? So that is one of the more feature within the Pega. So you can go for that. So that will provide you what is the next best action to retain the customer or increase the revenue or maintain the customer base. Okay, so that's actually we have decision management. Okay, and apart from that, they have marketing, supply chain, service, sales. They have different frameworks which is available as a solution ready to move. So you can use that framework directly. Okay, like you don't need to just, you need to tailor it as per your organization need. You can tailor some of the solution framework as well. So all these features make the like company are looking for to develop the application in Pega. Okay, and for the developer point of view, see, actually any company wants the product what they are going to make the changes, it need to be fast, right? They need to go to the market as soon as possible with the new changes, right? So in Pega, when we one minute. In Pega, when we develop the product, right? Actually, because there is no coding, very less coding if you can compare with the other technical knowledge, any other technology. So what happens is actually like everything is previously tested, right? And it was verified with the different organization. So the number of time taken to build the Pega application is very less as compared to the so if you can see there are 5 to times. So many companies have reported that it takes 4 times less than the actual development from the other technology. Some of the company like 30 to 40% they have reported to develop the solution. So what actually like they are getting is that so their return of investment is better. So they are getting that whatever they are going to invest in Pega, they are getting the return in back in less time. Okay, because with the same price of the same time with a larger number of resource, what they are going to get it, they are getting in the less number of resource with the less time. Okay, so that's all the features makes the Pega as the competitive product across the different industry. Okay, so they are present in different places like banking, okay, health, insurance, communication, credit cards, payments, healthcare, manufacturing, supply chain, government organization like public sectors. So, so more actually banking, they have already jumped in many places. Now, the recent growth is coming onto the government sector, the public sectors, and the healthcare. So, they are moving more of them now. Okay. And the list, if you can see, they have presence in various places. So these are the main players where we have Pega's presence, and they have used from a long time. And the list is growing. Actually, like they have increased their customer base. So like till I think February last 2014, end of that, they have around 2,000 customer, and within the 2 years, they've increased their customer base to 3,000. So they have 50% growth on that, and the thing is that there are not that many resources in Pega at the moment. There is actually, like we can say, they have increased their customer base, but they don't have that much Pega resource across the world. So there is a lot of scarcity in the Pega resources as of now. So that demand is there as of now for a lot of Pega resources and that. Okay, so there is a history about the Pega. Pega started in 1983. Okay, and initially when they started, they are not started as a BPM product. Initially, they are helping onto the message transmission as between the different systems. So mainly with the messages of the mainframe, American Express, or some of the biggest player in the America, they are actually helping them to support that. And in 90s, they formed a team with some of the BPM experts to the foundation of Pega. And initially, they faced a lot of financial crunch. They had a lot of security investigation for the account frauds. And so they have gone with some of the difficulties. And they went public in 1996 as the Pega in NASDAQ. And obviously, they released Pega, the starting version of Pega as in 2001. Okay, so whenever you see in the Pega, they registered with the 2001 to 2017 as of now. Okay, so Pega comes with the different versions: Pega 3, 4, 5, and with the 6, 6.2, 6.3. Okay, so and then Pega 7 came around in 2014, end of 2013. Pega 7 came up. So Pega 6 and Pega 7, there is a huge difference. Pega 7 was commenced with the HTML5 and CSS3, and with Pega 7 there is mobile came up, like there is responsive in nature, you don't need to do anything like, and in Pega 6 actually like till that you need to just use the Internet Explorer to develop and everything. So there was a lot of limitation in Pega 6. With Pega 7, you can use any browser. It is now, they removed the browser compatibility in Pega 7. Okay, so that was for development point of view also, it was easy to develop. So there was a lot of problem with Internet 7, 6, 7, 8, 9. So some of the things were working in 7, some of the things are not working in 9. So there was a lot of customization we need to do in that Pega 6 till Pega 6. But with Pega 7, all that was removed with the HTML5 and CSS3. Okay, so Pega 7 has more features than the Pega 7. The complete UI was revamped, and mobile, cloud, decisions, performance, everything was enhanced. Okay, so you can create a web application which is actually, you don't know it is developed in Pega. Actually, it will be look like a website to you. Okay, and the behind it will be completely Pega. Okay, you don't know actually this is developed in Pega. So that is completely look like a website. Okay, but behind the scene it can be a Pega application. So with Pega 7, that all the features came into the picture. Okay, and the recent version is 7.2, 7.2.1, and in November 2016 they have released the latest version 7.2.2. Okay, so that's the latest version is now 7.2.2. Okay, they have acquired many companies actually for the support of many their products. Actually, for mobile, they have acquired the antenna. For analytics, they have acquired 2 companies, Profitable and Mass Labs. And there is a concept called as co-browsing. Okay, so normally in the customer service segment, right? What actually happens is, like if a customer calls you, okay, and he's saying that I'm doing this way, I'm getting some error, right? Because you are not seeing the customer screen, what the error he's doing, you are able to not know that. He's sent you a screenshot, but how he got to that screenshot, can you see know that? No. What the step he followed to come into that, you don't know. So the co-browsing is a concept where normally now it's actually coming in every places, but the main concept is actually when a customer calls you, you want to see his on screen. So you will just actually like using a JavaScript, you can enable that. You can ask, you can see what customer is doing at the same time to resolve his tickets. Okay, so that the concept actually was we call as co-browsing. Okay, so the same sign, same screen can be visible by multiple people. So now it's like this is available in many places, but during the call itself, that concept was they have included in the Pega application itself, so that you can see in the same time you can see the same screen. So what user is doing, what mistake is doing, so you can able to provide a better customer service to them. Okay, and the another game changer for Pega is the automation. Okay, that's the robotics. So they are including artificial intelligence and the robotics within the Pega application. So whatever the things actually like when we do the low-end jobs, right? Low-end BPO jobs, like what they do is actually like they open the document, read it, and from the document they copy some of the details and put into the applications, right? So all these things we can automate it directly. Okay, like we have a place, it will go there, it will open that application, like all will be automatic. Like we don't need any manual intervention, and there will be no error in that scenario. If you have done and that one is tested it, so if you daily, like if you have getting 1,000 documents, it will be done in 1 minute after that. So that is like, if you can say, as the biggest challenge for the BPO sectors. So there's the low end BPO jobs will be in trouble for that. So that was I think many places there was actually thing is coming as how the robotics and automation, who is the company going to use the robotics and automation, are the robots is going to pay the amount or the taxes for that. Okay, so there was a separate topic which is coming up in the trains on that. So that's yeah, so the robotics which is actually like is there, it's a .NET platform. Okay, robotics, what is the Pega robotics? That is in the .NET platform. So they have integrated that also. So might be in future they are going to introduce a new certification as well for the robotics as well. Okay. Yeah, so there are some other competitors on the market: Oracle, TIBCO, Codius, MEN, Case 360, APN, IBM Lombardy, so that was now renamed as IBM BPM, and then Oracle Fusion. So they are some of the competitors on the licensed one. Then there are many open source as well. Okay, and then we have in the CRM side, Salesforce, SAP CRM, Oracle CRM, Microsoft Dynamics CRM are the CRM products, and Pega comes as they are the top 4 in the CRM segment, and Pega comes as top 5 in that sector. Okay. So how Pega is doing that? Like they have the concept of 6 R's. Okay, receive it, route it, report it, respond it, research it, and resolve it. Okay. So anyway, it's like we say you go to an example. If you go to an hospital, okay, they will collect your medical history, what is the symptoms and everything, your previous details, and they will receive the information. Based on that, they might route to you a general doctor, or they will go you to a basic test like blood test or something, any other things, like depend on the they will route it to you. Based on that, there will be ongoing reports will be there, what is the going on. Okay, and something actually if you need another routing it to some specialized doctor, you will route back to another doctor. Then there will be some research will be happen, like okay, your report looks that what medicine is going to be work for that. Okay, they will respond back to you on that. Okay, so finally, like if they will prescribe you medicines, they will test you on that. Okay, and once the medicine will work for you and you are feeling happy, your case is resolved. So that is actually a simple example for any, just as a for a patient, like how he is going to maintain that. Okay, so similarly, like this is the example which I already explained about the interview. Okay, so if you see the below diagram, how that is going to happen in Pega. So we have the different stages, and within the different stages, we have different steps to collect the information. So that we are going to manage the interview case for that. Okay. So we have now actually come up with the different things. So to support that, Pega has different rules category. Okay, we have process category, so which is actually like mainly complete of the flow shapes, like flow charts, which we mainly do that. Okay, so there we have many type of the flows we are going to maintain. Then we have UI, user interface. So what are the different type of look and feel you are going to design? Okay, so that we cover from the user interface. Then mainly we need the logic and decision, how we are going to do the calculations, routing, and different things, reporting and other things. So to support all this, we have now logic and decision. Then integration, like see, Pega is not a standalone application, right? So Pega need to integrate with the other world. So Pega support a lot of different type of integration, like JMS, MQ, REST, SOAP, HTTP, email, file. So there are different type of interaction we can able to achieve within the Pega. Okay, and for that also they have many widgets. You don't need to write the code for that. It's actually just run the widget, it's done for you. Okay, it's not need any more complexity on that. It's just very simple on the integration point of view. It looks complex, but Pega makes it very simple on that. Using the widgets, it's very simple. Okay, then we have very rich reporting facility. Like you can generate reports in, like if you have the data, you can generate reports in in a fraction of seconds. You don't need to do many things to customize the things, how the data will come. The reporting is very much enhanced. Like you can include charts, you can have summary reports, you can have list reports. So the different type of reports is available in Pega. Then we have the case management. Actually, like the case management is nothing but the business process is taken as a case. How you are going to manage that? That is now they have included in the case management. Okay. So this is the different rule category. So we'll going to cover all the different rules category between our training sessions in later. So to support that, like see, anytime how you're going to justify that you know the things, right? So that comes from the certification. And Pega, for the job market of the Pega, certification is very much important. Like if you say you have not certified, you will be treated that like you don't know the things. So in Pega, certification is the must to get the, like if you say you want to look for the change of the job, you need to go for certification. Okay. So there are different level of certification. So here I've just listed the basic certification which is required for the development or the BA role of that. So there is a certification for the initially CPBA. Okay. That is the mainly covering the how you're going to do the analysis, how you're going to design, how you're going to do the objective requirements, specifications. Okay, so mainly that is going to cover the concept which is we call it in Pega is DCO. Okay, direct capture of objective. Okay, and other three certificate like 4 certification you can see that is for the development point of view. CSA. Okay, that's the initial level certification. In the second level, you have 2 level of certification. One is for the UI point of view, and another is the advanced level of CSA, CSSA. So that is the system architect. This is the senior system architect. And then the top level certification is CLSA. So that is the highest level certification which is available in Pega. And there is 2 parts. One is the first part is normal application. Okay, like normal exam, multiple choice questions. And the second part is the main in that. So that is cost you as well. Actually, that cost is $1,000 for the part 2 exam. Okay, and within that you need to create a complete application in 7 days. So that was a bit tricky to do that. In 7 days you need to create, they will give you a scenario. Based on that scenario you need to create a complete applications on that. Okay. So that's the initially certification point of view. Yeah, so that's the introduction of the Pega. Okay, and there is some course content wise, actually like we're going to cover the basic things of the whatever I told about the rules categories, right? So all the rules category we are going to cover, how you're going to, and the main thing is like it will be mainly on the practically oriented. It will be less theory and it will be more on practical, because Pega doesn't need to understand on the theory point, because if you do more practical in Pega, because in Pega if you have to do it practically, if you get on hands-on on Pega, you will learn it better, because it's a tool, like you say in a word, right? So if you in a word, if you know the typing, how you make it capital, how you make it italic, right? So if you know that, like okay, that's the box here, I need to choose this to make it italic. I need to select it first. If I click just with dot, it will not do anything. I need to select the things, then I go to the B, it will make it bold, right? So it's the same thing. Actually, like it's a tool. What are the things, if I choose that option, what it is going to happen if I do that, right? So similarly, the same thing in the Pega. So if you know the things, it will be easy for you. If you don't know the things, it will be a nightmare for you. Because sometimes actually it's happened, because it's a product, everything is automated. It happens with me as well. Like in that also, if something goes wrong, I need to also like something is like need to struggle to get that if what the actual error is in that, because the error which is coming is not straightforward in Pega. Okay, once you have hands-on, you will get in some experience to start working on that. So you will get like how Pega works, how you can look for the errors, how something is wrong, why it was wrong. So that will take some time to understand that. Okay. Yeah, so that's my introduction of the Pega. Any questions now?
So can you tell me like something about the smart district?
Sorry, can you come again?
Can you tell me something like smart district type, a framework, smart district framework?
No, actually that is the separate product. Okay, actually because smart dispute is the separate license product. Okay. So that is, I can tell you, but not as part of this course. I can actually, I'll tell you in separate way. Actually, I can send you some documents on that one. because see, I don't get the license for that, because I cannot show you anything on the practical on that, because that is a separate license product. And if you want to get that one, we need to get that practically. So I don't have that framework with me, so I cannot show you anything on the practical on the framework.
Okay. So how you go to like further, like how you gonna build one new application, or how you gonna tell like practically?
Yeah, actually what we do is actually, like if you say we took an example like which is in industry one, actually like any HR application or the product application or banking application, and we actually like grow with that, like with the concept, what are the things we do in that, and we gradually develop the application on the every classes on that. Okay, so you will learn the concept in that, and you will learn how the different type of rules is going to use into create the applications as well. So everything will be related with the application and the different rules with that.
So my question is, do we have to have different licenses for each of this
It is better
category?
for me, like if you say.
Sorry, I just missed both of them.
If somebody is speaking, yeah, go ahead.
Just a minute.
Like I'm related to the banking sector, right? So if you build like any app,
Yeah.
while you are telling
Sorry.
like for the next class, if you build one application on banking sector, like for first chargeback, second chargeback, dollar, small dollar, and all, I'm pretty much related with the like banking sector functionalities. So I want to learn that like it is better for
See,
me.
okay, I'll tell you that. Okay, just give me 1 minute. If you see, so this is your Pega application, how this is looks like and feel of the Pega application. This is the single application which we are going to learn that. Okay. So let's say I go to the www.pega.com. Okay. Okay, so now if you see here, you can see the different products which is available in the Pega. Okay, so you can see the by industry wise, financial service, insurance, healthcare. So these are actually like which I told the solution framework. Okay, so normally when we got that, we got this normally Pega 7 platform initially. Okay, on top of it, you can have different things on that. Like you can go for marketing, sales automation, customer service. So there are also the different products on that. Okay, so if you go industry, like if you based on your industry, you can go with the more products within that. So if you say you are going with the financial service, so within the financial service, you have different products like KYC, smart dispute. Okay, so if you see that in that, say with the retail banking, you have what are the things like marketing, customer service, Pega collection, okay, smart dispute, know your customer, okay, KYC, and the client lifecycle management. So they are the different products which is available onto the financial sector. Actually, like we see for the commercial, again they have the more products, commercial banking, okay, credit risk, payment acceptance, and the financial market, again they have some more products within them. So this is the like the different product. So normally when we mainly like going to start with the base product, like that is the Pega 7 platform. Okay, and on top of it, like many companies go for the frameworks. Like depend on the different framework they need, they can go for the some of the frameworks from this industry wise as well. So for this, actually they need to buy it separately, and they need to tailor it based on their requirements. Okay. So that's actually the answers you right? Or
Yeah.
something actually. So for each one of the product, we need a separate license to purchase. Actually, it's because many companies like we don't want to provide everything. Mainly like the Pega 7 platform, which is actually consists of many things within that as well.
Exactly. Same thing I'm telling. Like if we like uh, for the next classes we are trying to build the application. Like you are talking, you
Mm-hmm.
are telling, right? We will build one application and for hands-on. So
Yes.
what I'm telling, if we take a banking sector example, like
Mm-hmm.
if you build one application on smart dispute issuer, so it is very easy for me. Right?
Okay. Oh,
You can give me
smart
other
dispute.
example for the small, yeah.
Might be actually, like say for starting of the class, right? It will be see smart dispute is required some more domain knowledge, like how that is happening, right? So I need to look for that actually see because when we start something, we should know we should start with the basic things. Smart dispute is another thing. It's like why the dispute is happening. Like if you say in the credit cards, right? Normally, like we some of the transaction is happen, some of the dispute. Like you can say you have not purchased that, and the transaction is now you don't want actually like something happen, right? You have
Exactly,
not
exactly,
transferred that amount, or so that is the
exactly,
risk, and actually what you are the dispute. So how you are going to resolve that? So
exactly.
all that is a part of the smart dispute of that. So because it will be difficult to create an application actually without any backup. Because see, for these applications, we need some some of the setups should be there. Like if you say you should have setup for the banking application where you can have credit cards, where you can maintain the cards and all that. So for this type of the things like smart dispute, right? So it's not built upon the directly Pega 7. So it actually like it requires some of the basic things which should be exist beforehand. So
Okay.
we cannot start like on the framework of the applications on that scenario. I can give you like how you can going to open a new account, how that is going to be create a new account in the bank. Okay, so that is we can able to create the start with the basic things, because if you want to start with the complex thing at the end, then the training which I am going to explain the concept of that, you will not going to get it. Like because I'm main if I have to create the application on that, so my main focus will be on the application creation, not on the concept on that.
I'm just taking your
So if you
suggestion
go with
like
the basic application, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Actually, if you go with the basic application, because you need to understand the concept first. So what actually like a domain you are going to pick, so that is the next thing you need to think on that. So first start with the basic application where you're going to understand the concept of the different rules, how that is going to build the applications for you. Okay, and the next thing you can still enhance the things from that to get the next level of that.
okay.
Okay.
Yes, that sounds good.
Yeah, because see, that's the what I can say is because see, your expectation is different, but the way I'm saying is will make good for you only. Because see, if you don't know the concepts when creating the application, it will be right. So because we need to focus more on the concept.
Yeah, actually, why I ask this question, like actually somewhat I'm working on defects also. So, I'm right now
Mm-hmm.
taking a defect and I'm working on defects. So while
Oh,
resolving
oh,
the defect, I'm breaking other functionalities as well. The
oh,
main
okay,
thing,
okay,
that's the
fine.
thing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, got that. You already started some of the things on that, right? Okay.
Exactly, exactly. And I'm taking the functionalities for the other other stuff
Right.
also. So
Yes.
as you said, like if you know the things, is okay. If you don't know the
Yeah,
things, it will take like a lot of time. That
that's
same thing
right.
is happening to me.
Yes, that's the Pega. Actually, see,
Yeah.
actually, many people, when we start learning in Pega, actually, it looks easy. Okay, Pega, when you start learning, oh, I just drag that, oh, it's working, right? But
Mm.
something, it's like if you say you have drag it wrongly and it's not working, why it's not working, what wrong you did, because it's everything is automated. Like you don't know exactly where you make the mistake, right? Because everything in the behind of the scene, there are a lot of code is written. So what goes wrong, you need to look for that information in the log, in the tracer, in the clipboard. So there are the different ways we can able to get that detail. Okay.
Okay.
So I have a question. This is Rama speaking. Can you hear me?
Yes, Rama, I can hear you.
So are you also going to teach us how to call a REST API or a SOAP call from an external interface?
Yes, I'll tell you that, like how you can going to do the REST and SOAP and SQL, external database as well.
Okay. So I think Pega is built on a particular database. I don't know the database name. Is it Oracle or some other database?
Mainly like I'm going to cover Oracle.
Sorry?
Oracle Express Edition. Mainly like I'm going to connect that one.
But we can change the database to anything else, right? Does it have any support?
Yeah. That is the same thing. Actually, the approach is same for any database, any external database you want to do. You can approach the same way.
So are you going to cover both the administration as well as the development, or how does the course?
No, nothing administration. Just actually how you can going to connect the database and how you're going to use the data from that.
So you're not going to teach us like how to install Pega or how do you connect to a database, a particular database?
No, installation of Pega will be covered, and like some of the things like how you are going to configure some more details, that will be not there. So you will be installation, how you're going to install the Pega, how you get the different database connections. Because see, Pega is as a package. So if you click one install, next, it will be installed for you. There is nothing hard and fast in that. It's very simple. The personal edition can be installed in very easy way. You don't need any special instruction to installation as well.
For me, it takes a lot of time. If you give the database connectivity and all those things to it, that is the main thing.
Different.
We don't know where we are going, where we are missing the configuration, all settings, right?
Right. That is like the same thing. That's right, Kiran. That is the enterprise edition. If you have to do it, everything is one by one, right? Separate. So Pega provides different guides for it. Like you have we have different combination for the different servers, database. So Pega provide different implementation guide for that, and we can follow that to do that. If you want to do it separate application, like separate web server, separate database, separate want to deploy the application. So that's the enterprise level one. And that takes time. Kiran. Yes.
Yeah, I saw a lot of bloggers when I'm like network side and server side and database connectivity side, we have to communicate with everyone, right? They have network teams will install the fire rules and after a lot of things. Enterprise level. I have a lot of requests.
You want to that need to be accessible from multiple places. So that is will come with that. For personal edition, when you start learning of the Pega, it will not that easy. Like everything will be Pega has a built up on the scripts, so it will do that every installation within that itself. You don't need to worry about that.
So how many applications are we going to build during this program?
One
application. So you are. So do you know like what application we are going to build?
So that is like we can decide. Actually, if you want, it's like because that we can choose which of the application, like which domain we want. We can choose. We can start with that. So we can say if it's supply chain, or we can go for HR, leave request, time off, or expense reimbursement, or interview. What do I show you in that?
If we decide right now, we have, excuse me, sorry. If we decide right now what application we are going to build, like we all, like other consistent or like they are also joined, so we can decide it and we will tell you like the scenarios or what, like for me it's suitable for financial side itself. I prefer financial.
Okay.
And other person I don't know.
Yeah, I'm fine with anything as long as it is real time. I don't want a leave application or a HR application or anything like that. I know those are also real time, but we want to have real time application.
Okay, so we'll create that one of the real application. Like if you are applying for a loan, okay, in bank, and so how the different things we want to do in the applying for a loan. So you need the customer detail loan, then how you're going to check the loan applicability, and then how the loan will be sanctioned, how the loans repayment schedule will be created. So we're going to create that one. So that will be good.
Yeah, for me.
Okay.
What is the duration of this course?
It takes between 35 to 40 hours.
It's 30
So
to 30.
that is so every day if you say like 5 weeks, 5 hours in a week, right? So that will be, you can say, around 1.5 months to 2 months it will be covered up.
So that does include the application, building the application and everything, right?
Yes, yes. That actually, like you say, we going to build the application on the running itself. On the go itself, like when we are developing the learning the concept, we're going to like say when we are learning about the case management, we're going to create the case. When we are learning about the UI, we're going to create the UI part of the application. So at the end of the time, actually we'll have all the concepts clear and the application will be ready with that as well. Okay. Any more questions?
I'm good. This is Rama.
Okay. Thanks, Rama.
I'm good too. This is Kiran.
Thanks, Siddharth. Okay. Okay. So for rest of the thing, you can check with Balaji, and we can start with that after that. Okay. Okay. Thanks, everyone. So we'll.
Thank you.